The door to her hospital room opened. She decided not to notice.
If it's that night nurse again, I swear I'm going to pretend I'm in a coma,
she thought. She kept her eyes closed, listening. She heard a couple of tentative footsteps and a sudden deep breath. It doesn't sound like her, she thought. She cracked one eye open.
John,
she whispered, opening both eyes wide and twisting her chapped lips into a smile.
It's so good to see you.
She watched as he strode to her bedside. His warm hand grasped her cool fingers. He bent down, and his lips brushed her withered cheek. Her body was shrunken, ravaged by time and disease. Only her eyes remained the same. They lit up as her oldest son came into the room. "Mom," he replied, his voice low and soft. "I came as soon as I could. Dave and Cal are catching a flight. They're going to be here tomorrow." His voice choked, and he bowed his head. Tears were glinting in the corner of one eye. "We're not going to leave you alone for a moment." She looked at him, understanding in her eyes.
"John, my little Johnny,"
she whispered.
"I know you and your brothers are busy. Don't worry about me. I'm going to be fine."
He squeezed her hand for another long moment, turned, pulled one of the uncomfortable chairs away from the wall, and dragged it close so he could sit next to her bed. He sat down and looked at her as she settled back onto her pillow. He reached out again, and his mother's hand gripped his. She sat up a little higher in the bed, and her eyes grew bright. He smiled at her. They were alone. Barely noticeable above the shadowed lintel, the clock read just past 2. No light showed between the window drapes, edges drawn close against the night. The quiet of the sleeping wards surrounded them. Outside, the corridor was empty and still. A single light burned above, casting soft shadows round the elevated bed. For a long moment his gaze locked upon hers. The dim illumination seemed to play tricks with her eyes. Her breath drew in sharply.
"No, it can't be,"
she thought. He noticed the hint of shock on her face, and he smiled, holding her gaze. "What is it, Mom?" She did not answer, blinking her eyes slowly. Then she looked down and smiled.
"I'm so sorry, Johnny,"
she replied.
"Just for a moment, you looked like—"
"Chris?" he replied with a grin. She nodded. "Oh, Mom, that makes me so glad to hear," he continued warmly. "I just know he's here with us, too." He looked down. It's been so long, and yet I feel his presence, now more than ever.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it, at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.